What's going on, everyone? It's Dom here, coming at you with another Digimon TCG video. This time looking at the official card list for the booster set version 1.5. Unfortunately, we're not going to be getting this set until a little bit later than we were expecting. It looks like it's going to be about mid-March instead of late February like we were initially told. But, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, the card game company released a full card list of everything that's going to be in the set. We pretty much already knew everything that was going to be in the set because it was just everything that wasn't in set 1.0 from Japan's sets 1 to 3. But at least now we have an official comprehensive list. There's a cat meowing in the background. And we're going to go ahead and just go through this. So anyway, I'm not going to go through every card similar to like how I did before, but I will go through the cards that I think are most noteworthy / the ones that I'm probably going to play. There are going to be plenty of cards in here that I won't be playing, so I won't be giving them probably the proper attention that they deserve, but feel free to share in the comments any cards that you're looking forward to seeing. But yeah, the first thing is first, Digimon. This is going to pretty much be my staple in training form for red decks. This one's really good. So while there are 5 or more cards in your opponent's trash, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. It's pretty much similar to Koromon in Pyokomon or Yokomon. It just has a little bit easier condition to get that additional DP. Next is Demi Viman. In this set, we're finally getting the Viman / Vidramon line. So that's going to be pretty exciting. That's a deck that I do want to play. With this one, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, it gets plus 1000 DP for the turn. It's only once per turn, and with some of the Vidramon cards, you can unsuspend several times during the turn. So just the once per turn, make sure that it's not just a broken card. Argomon. This is another. It's going to be another staple for some decks because this is the reboot. Not reboot. Some sort of mechanic with Argomon that I can't remember what it's called already. But we'll get to that. So when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your unsuspend phase, gain 1 memory. It's not super crucial, but it is really nice because you're going to be unsuspending Digimon during almost every unsuspend phase with an Argomon deck. So it's really good. Any others to make specific note of? I play a lot of black. This black baby is not really all that great when attacking once per turn. It doesn't even have it complete there. If this Digimon is level 7, gain 1 memory. You're not really going to pull this off that often. There is a new level 7 in or for black that's going to be coming in the set, which I'm really looking forward to and really want. But you're probably still going to be running Capurdimon over this. But yeah. So, in this set, we have the remainder of the BT1 cards, which are really just this and some yellow cards, I think. But we have... Oh, and some option cards, I think, too. But we have Grand Quagmire. It's a level 6, 11,000 DP. I hate that it doesn't let me scroll back up. But anyway, it has piercing, and then if it during your turn, this Digimon gets plus 4000 DP. Yeah, so it's pretty good. It's essentially 15,000 DP during your turn, which makes it really good, on par with Omnimod in power. We have some of the set 2 red stuff. Nothing too important here. Lavo Gargamon. Was that his Japanese name? I don't remember. This is a pretty cheap to evolve, level 5, so that's probably going to be running a few turbo decks. Then once we get to blue, we have the Vmon line, which again I'm really looking forward to. So we have Vmon. When this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, trigger draw 1. So again, yeah, most of the Vidramon stuff is triggers effects when you unsuspend them, which is really nice. We also get the Seedramon line in here, as well as another Zudomon line. Continue on the Vmon stuff, we have Vdramon. This one's not as good, I feel like, as a couple of other ones, but it's still pretty good. So, your turn while you have a blue tamer in play, this Digimon game's jamming. Really good. And then, let's look at Arrow Vdramon real quick. So this one, when you have a blue tamer in play, unsuspend one of your blue Digimon. Again, working with that unsuspend stuff and working with blue tamers now. That's another mechanic that this deck works with. So, and then it's Digivolution effect. When this Digimon, or inherited effect, not Digivolution effect. I don't know why they have that weird saying there. When this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, it gains jamming. So again, another really good thing. And then the boss monster for the deck is Ulforce Vdramon. So when one of your blue tamers becomes suspended, unsuspend this Digimon. Really good. Once per turn, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, gain 1 memory. So that combined with Vmon. Oh wait, no, not Vmon. Was there something else I gave 1 memory? Was it this one? No. Okay. Maybe I'm just crazy. But I thought there was another one that gave you 1 memory when that happened, but I guess not. But either way, that's still really good. With the tamers, you're going to want to use the Tai V tamer from that we got in the last set, and also the new tamer that we're getting, Rina Shinomiya or something like that. Both are really good. This is a really fun deck. It's a really fast deck. You're going to be unsuspending and resuspending this probably 2 to 3 times a turn if you have the right setup. And so you can just go through the opponent's security. Yellow is getting the yellow Argomon here. This is the Cross Wars Argomon, I think. I think that's right. Or Fusions, I don't know. When attacking, if you have 3 or more yellow tamers in play, trigger draw 1. Pretty good. But the biggest card for yellow coming here is going to be Shine Greymon. Unfortunately, it's a little bit late in the kind of meta for Shine Greymon to finally come in, but it will still be a pretty fun card to play. This was basically Yellow's boss monster in their first set in Japan. When Digivolving, suspend all of your yellow tamers. For each yellow tamer you suspend, activate the following effect. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4,000 DP for the turn. And then during your turn, this Digimon gets plus 1,000 DP for each tamer that you have in play. So this can basically swing over anything, as long as you have just 1 tamer in play, maybe 2. But yeah, even Omnimod, this can swing over that easily. It can swing into security, and really the only threats are option cards that get rid of it. It's really, really good. It's not super prevalent in Japan right now because they're at booster set 4. So they have some cards that are already kind of outclassing this, but it does still see some play. So it's a really good card. I would recommend picking it up if you can. Same with Rise Greymon, actually. Rise Greymon's a really good card. When Digivolving, you may play 1 yellow tamer from your hand without paying its memory costs, and then on-play effects don't activate. Still really good. And then when you have 3 or more yellow tamers in play, this Digimon gains security attack +1. That's his inherited effect. And then looking at the set 3 red stuff. Oh wait, we still have some green stuff. So we have the Argomon line. It has Digizorption. That's a weird name. But essentially what Digizorption does is it's a big mechanic in the Argomon cards as well as Sarasmon later. But it means that you can suspend one of your other Digimon to reduce the Digivolution cost of this Digimon by like 3 in this case, or 2 in this case. It basically makes them free evolutions. And it's really good. It's a really fast way to get like a mega out. And then we're also getting Black War Greymon in here. Not really a card that's going to see much play, I'd imagine. It's not the best card, but I think it's really cool looking, and I definitely want this alternate art. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. And then for the BT3 stuff, Red's getting a little black Agumon here. Doesn't really have anything, it's just a vanilla. We're getting some other cards. We're getting the security Digimon, where if these are destroyed in your security, they go into play. Most decks aren't really playing this. I think yellow has some situations where they can play it, but yeah, they aren't the best. But we are getting the alternate art cards as dash packs, I'm pretty sure. We are also getting virus versions of like Metal Greymon and Greymon. These come into play with some other cards a little bit later, but like this one here has piercing, and then it also has the effect that you may return one level 7 Digimon card with virus in its attribute from your trash to your hand. So we're seeing the attributes come into play a little bit more. Similarly, we're getting Blitz Greymon here, which is another card with piercing, and then it has a D-Digivolve 2 effect on there, which is really nice. Blitz Greymon is really cool. I do want this alternate art from the dash pack. I think it'll be really cool. Or the promo pack, I guess. I don't know. We're also getting Ragnalordmon. This is another archetype that's going to be, I feel, be pretty good. I don't think it's going to be like the top deck, but it's really cool because this works together with a few other cards, like where are they? It's Dudamon, right? Dudamon, yeah, and Durandamon, I think so. Yeah. So its effect is it gets security attack 1 plus reboot. So both of those are already pretty good. And then you may place one Durandamon or Brylodramon. I don't know how to pronounce that. From your hand on the top of this card's Digivolution sources to gain 3 memory. If you notice, he costs 3 memory, so you're essentially getting a free level 7 if you have that condition. Really good. And then he has 14,000 DP. We'll skip through a few of these here. We are getting the Pyldramon line as well. So if you're not running Ulforce Vidramon, you might be running Pyldramon / Imperial Dramon. Very good set. They focus on jamming as well. And then also multiple attacks. So like Imperial Dramon, when one of your Pyldramon or Dino Beamon would Digivolve into this card from your hand, it reduces the memory cost of the Digivolution by 2. So it essentially becomes a 3 Digivolve, which is really good. And then when Digivolving, you unsuspend all of your Digimon with jamming. And again, blue heavily focuses on unsuspending and jamming in this set. Yellow is getting a few more staples that are pretty good. Salamon's pretty good. When attacking one of your opponent's Digimon, gets minus 1000 DP for the turn. Really good against blockers, so that way if a blocker would have blocked you, you might be able to take it out with that. Lotmon's pretty okay on play. Look at the top card of your security stack. You may add that card to your hand to trigger draw 1. You're losing a security there, but there are plenty of cards in yellow to put that security back. Continuing in yellow, they get their security card there. They get a cheap level 4 evolution with Tururemon. It's really good. They get a new Angemon, which is really good. When Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -2 for the turn, so they're basically useless. And then its inherited effect, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, you may play one yellow level 3 Digimon from your hand without paying its memory cost. That may not seem that good right now, but once BT4 comes out, we get Lucemon in yellow, and that's a level 3 with 10,000 DP. It's going to be really good. It also does not say it negates its on-play effects. So anything that has an on-play effect that's level 3, you can go right for it. It's pretty good. We also get Shakuman, which this card is also treated as blue. So it's kind of a hybrid, and then all of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution sources gain security attack -1. Kind of an anti-Rookie Rush deck, or an anti-Rookie Rush card, which is as a precursor to a lot of anti-Rookie Rush stuff that's coming in later sets. Green's getting a few good cards as well. All the decks are also getting their equivalents to Chumon, where your opponent can't gain memory except with Tamer effects. So Chumon's not going to be as good, and Black's not going to be as unique in that regard, but Black's still going to have some cool stuff coming. Green is getting the Stingmon line, which is pretty cool. There's just regular Stingmon, Dino Beamon, of course, and then there's Boncho's Stingmon, which is really good. It gets piercing, and then when attacking, if you're attacking an opponent's Digimon that has 12,000 DP or more, this card gets plus 7,000, making it 16,000. The strongest really thing in the game just naturally, unless you're including effects. It also gets security attack plus 2. So this thing is intimidating. Like, even against black, unfortunately, this effect does not trigger with blocker. So that's the one thing that's kind of a little bit sad. But if you're attacking through like an attacked Omnimon or something like that, this thing can take it out, get piercing, get 2 security attack off. Super good. Probably the best card that green's getting though is Ceresmon, I think. It fits in that Digisorption archetype. And then during your turn, once per turn, when suspending Digimon for Digisorptions, you may suspend one of your opponent's Digimon instead. So you're just suspending all of their Digimon. You can take out their entire board like that, or just take out their blockers if they're playing black. It's really good. Mega Gargamon's also a pretty good one as well. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. It doesn't unsuspend during your opponent's next turns, or next unsuspend phase. So kind of like a mini Puppetmon there, but with Digivolving, so it's a lot more memory efficient. And then while your opponent has a suspended Digimon in play, this card gains security attack plus 1. So, yeah. The green's getting some really hype heavy hitters here. But black's also getting some good cards, which I'm excited about. So we're getting some cheap level, or cheap rookies. So like Commandremon's a really good one. We are getting, there it is, Bryludramon. So that's also evolves into Ragnalordmon. So we have that line here as well. We're getting Kresgarurumon, which has Reboot. And then it has a Digivolving effect, which is reveal from one card from the top of your deck for each Digimon your opponent has in play. Then you may play a black or red Digimon card with 5 or less, or level 5 or less. Really good, again, for turboing out Ragnalordmon. The card that I'm looking forward to the most, or one of them, is definitely going to be Craniumon. Craniumon's a super good card for black. It kind of makes up for black's weaknesses in 1.0. It has blocker, has 12,000 DP, and during all turns, yours and your opponent's, your Digimon with blocker can't be deleted by your opponent's card effects. So it can still be taken out with, like, Millenniumon, of course, Cocytus Breath, I think, and stuff that, like, returns your Digimon to the deck or into your hand. It's not immune to that, but it makes it immune to, like, Gaia Force, Omnimon. It's really good. Like, that's probably going to be one that I'm running 3 or 4 of in my deck, to be honest. Purple's getting some good cards. They're getting their security Digimon, of course. They're getting their Chumon equivalent. But they're also getting Mastemon, which is, I don't think it's super good right now, but it will be. So when Digivolving, trash one card from the top of both players' security, then play one purple or yellow Digimon card with a level of 4 or less from your trash without paying its cost. So it definitely has its plays here. I don't think it's a bad card by any means. I think it just it's going to have more potential later. And then for the secret rares, we're getting Imperial Dramon Dragon Mode. This is like the green version of the Imperial Dramon we saw before. And why is it not scrolling properly? Oh, we'll just read it here. So, when one of your Paildramon or Dino Beamon would Digivolve into this card, again, reduce it by 2. The cost, so it's a 3 cost. It has Piercing, and then once per turn when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battles and survives, unsuspend this Digimon. So it's getting at least 2 attacks every turn, hopefully. If it can attack, I guess, or if it gets blocked, which hopefully you're not blocking this because it's, yeah, scary. And then the next card that I'm looking forward to, and probably the one that I want most in this set, Omnimod Ultras. So this is the new black-red version of the Omnimon that we have already. This one triggers a D-Digivolve 1 on all of the opponent's Digimon when it's Digivolved, and it deletes all of the opponent's Digimon with 5,000 or less DP. So this is definitely, like, this is going to take out Rookie Rush. If you can get this out fast enough, yeah, Rookie Rush is just done with that. And then if you have, like, Craniumon out and some blockers out as black, like, nothing to worry about. And then when attacking, you may make this Digimon unblockable for the turn by returning one of its level 6 Digivolution sources to your hand. So, again, you get to recycle it level 6, and you get to be unblockable. Super good. I really want this card. This card is going to see more play than I think the current Omnimon is. So, if you have a chance to get this card, get this card. And the alternate art looks pretty sweet as well. As far as Tamers go, this one has the wrong picture, but it's Reno Shinomiya that I mentioned before. This is the blue Tamer that's going to be really good in the Vmon decks. So when one of your blue Digimon attacks, you may suspend this Tamer to give that Digimon plus 1,000 DP for the turn. So already, if you have that out, it's going to give your Old Force Veedramon at least one more attack. The more you have of these out, the better. And then on play, reveal 3 cards from the top of the deck. Add one Digimon with a V in its name among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So just a good, like searcher for a Vmon card. So really good. I wish they had the picture here so that way you guys could see it. But oh well. We're getting Ken and Davis cards there for their respective decks. We're getting Joe for black, which I'm really excited about. If your Digimon has blocker in play, gain 1 memory at the start of your turn. Super good. I'm probably going to run that over tie, to be honest. I'm playing around with some stuff with that, so we'll see. Purple is getting a Mimi card, so all turns when a player uses an option card, you may suspend this Tamer to gain 1 memory. Pretty good, especially when combined with, not Mostemon, what's her name? You know what I'm talking about, the big boss monster, the big scary purple lady with the big boobies in the last one. Anyway, we're also getting Brave Shield, which is not the best card, but it's still a pretty cool card for red. We're getting some more option cards from set 1. We're getting Holy Wave, which is, again, not the best card, but it can be annoying if you hit it in security. Lightning Paw is an interesting one for yellow. Up to 3 of your opponent's level 3 Digimon get minus 4,000 DP for the turn. It also just kills like Rookie Rush pretty much because they're mostly running level 3 and they usually don't have more than 4,000 DP, so it just destroys them. And then the last page here is some more option cards. We have well, this one's Puppet Pummel is okay. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then one of your Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP for the turn. It's pretty good. I think it's a little bit expensive at a 3 cost, so you're probably not going to be playing it that much. But it is a slightly more expensive Flower Cannon if you don't have any of those. So it is really good. A Delicate Plan, I think this is just a cool card in general. It's not really one that is going to see much play, I don't think, but one of your Digimon gains. This Digimon doesn't activate the security effects of any attacks it checks for the turn. So basically it gets the War Greymon effect from the first set. So it's 1 cost, so it's pretty okay. I just don't think it's going to see that much play. What else do we have? Oh, Bifrost. So we have Bifrost. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP and security attack minus 1 until the end of the opponent's next turn. That's pretty good, especially if it's hit in security. As long as it's not hit like last in security, because then it kind of sucks. But it's still pretty cool. Hidden Potential discovered. Probably the best card that green is getting. I almost forgot about this one, to be honest. I thought this was in set 4. No, this is in set 3. So we're going to have green's going to be scary. But yeah, so the next time one of your green Digimon Digivolves this turn, you may suspend one of your Digimon to reduce the memory cost of that Digivolution by 5. By 5 for 0 cost. And it still has a security effect to add this card to the hand. This card is ridiculous. You can turbo out anything in green with this. And it is, again, probably the best card that green has. Like, you play this in Sarismon, you get Sarismon for free. You play this in, you play this for Bancho Stingmon, get Bancho Stingmon for free. You get any green card, I think, for free by playing that. It is just ridiculous. Like, is there anything that's... Yeah, so you already get Digisorption -3 with this, but if you want it for free, hey, just play Hidden Potential. You want a free Mega Gargamon? Hidden Potential. It is a ridiculous card. Honestly, I'm surprised that it's 0 cost. Like, it gives you basically a +5 for 0 cost. It's so good. Like, maybe a +4 because you're spending one of your Digimon. But who cares? You're getting... it's crazy. Okay. It's not really anything else that's super good here. Breath of the Gods is pretty interesting. One of your Digimon gains Reboot. And then it cannot have its DP reduced or be returned to the owner's hand or deck until the end of the opponent's next turn. That's really good. You can play that on... Craniumon if you want. If you're playing against yellow and you have something big that you don't want it to get Shine Greymon, get that in there. If this game had side decks, this would definitely be a side deck card. And then purple's not getting anything too crazy. Dark Despair. When Digimon gets Retaliation for 2, it's fine. Necrophobia. Play 1 level 5 purple Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. But you're paying 5 to do it. And then any on-play effects don't activate. Not the greatest. But yeah. Definitely the option card to look out for. And the deck to look out for in set 3 is going to be green. I think green is going to be super, super played in 1.5. Black's going to see some more play because we're getting Craniumon and Crescarurumon and Omnimod Ultras. Red's going to see a lot of play because they're getting Ragnalordmon. I guess Black's also technically getting it too. But yeah, I would definitely look out for what's it called? Sarismon? Yeah, a Sarismon deck. Sarismon is going to be a scary deck to play against. I might build it if I pull most of the stuff from the boxes that I'm getting. But, yeah, it's, you're gonna want to watch out for that. Yellow's finally getting some good stuff, but again, I think them not getting Shine Greymon until now is making them going to be not as good as they could have been in the 1.0 set. And then the All-Force Vigramon line is going to be really cool as well. So really every deck is going to have a cool new mechanic to play. Purple's not improving all that much, to be honest. Purple's still going to be good. Just, of course, because it's purple. Like, they are getting Mastemon, but again, I don't think it's going to be as prevalent as it will be in the future. But, yeah. If anything, I might say purple's getting, like, the weakest new support. But purple was already really good, so I think this just rounds them out, and yeah, all the colors are going to be really good, but green especially, I feel like is going to be the one to watch out for. But what do you guys think? It took me a while to get through all these cards, a lot longer than I thought, so hopefully you're still around. If you are, thanks so much for watching, I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think of this upcoming set, and whether you're excited to play any specific deck or color. Thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, friends.